Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Unfortunately, not too much has happened. So yeah, we still want to take a look at the Bitcoin chart for your daily dose of Bitcoin. And overall, you can see the market is again a little bit, move in sideways movement. Yeah, so there are no real points to call out. I scrolled through before, there wasn't really anything major. Okay, the graph with 7%, but overall, mainly sideways movement. There are a few, as always, that are going up a little bit. There are a few that are going down. By the way, Anchor protocol, we talked about the upcoming correction. And again, that was a bit of a hype, and that doesn't mean that we don't pump again shortly, but it is coming down. That is going as planned. Overall, Bitcoin, what is it doing? Again, still in my primary, still in sideways movement, I would say. And still preparing here for a move, hopefully in the direction of my primary expectation, which would be here into this yellow target area between 20 and 29k. Alternatively, what we are going to do if we break above 45.5k or 46.5k, that is that fib level that is there, then we are going to go first into that green range here between 55 and 65k. We then need to see how the price is reacting to these fib levels in this target area. Yeah, there's one at 55, one at 61, one at 65, and that is then a chance for the price to find resistance again and move down primarily into my, finally then, into my yellow target area. Personally, I'd prefer this move down here, because it would just be faster. We could, even with that, we could theoretically end the whole correction still in March. Yeah, because it dropped like that. I think that's something like a 20, 25, or maybe even, we just check where we are now. That would be at around a 25% drop for Bitcoin to get at least to the minimum, which would be around 28.7k. That is what I want, because it would finish the correction off fast, hopefully. Yeah. Had a question, what do I expect when we get into this target area? Personally, I do expect a very fast recovery. Now again, I could be wrong. That is only my expectation based on my Elliott Wave count, that this here was a wave 1. We are now in a wave 2. The next wave would be a wave 3, and typically you start that fairly quickly. We've seen numerous examples, I showed you that in previous videos, of charts where after a wave 2 completion, you are going up here fast. Yeah. We did that, by the way, here after March 2020. That was after March 20, that was a smaller wave 2 as well. We had a wave 1, then a wave 2, and after that you saw that sort of rocket start. Yes, it took took a couple of months to really get going, but in that period already the price started to go up. So that is sort of what I probably expect. The alternative where we first go up and then come down, I mean, that can take much longer. That can really drag things along until Q3, you know. So I'm not really keen on doing that. But in the end, it doesn't matter. In the end, the market will decide. And if we zoom in here, we talked yesterday about this sort of orange trend line, yeah, where for the first time that trend line started, we had a daily candle close below this orange trend line. And yesterday, however, we closed higher. So I told you yesterday that if the yesterday's candle close would be below that orange trend line, it would confirm that we would go lower, because there would have been a retest successfully of that orange trend line. Now that didn't happen, as you can see. We closed higher. We closed actually exactly at this resistance level that I also had in that ordinate chart here at 39.7. So there was a bit of a move to the upside yesterday. But as we said, everything that is happening in this whole range anyway, it does not really count as a pump. It doesn't really count as anything that will make a decision for where the price is heading, because the decision will only be made as soon as you break out of this white triangle. You can call it either a symmetrical triangle. You can also draw it as an ascending triangle. In the end, it doesn't matter. In the end, we need to wait for a clear signal of the market and where the market is going to head. Well, what is noteworthy is that we are now testing more often this lower support level, and the more often you test a support or a resistance, the more likely it gets that it gets broken. And as you can see, we have pretty much been the majority of the time that we are in this whole triangle here, we've really been in that lower area for most of the time, and we have touched that trend line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, I would say, and that really makes it more likely at some point here to break to the downside. But in the end, a support is support until it's broken, and we don't know. Therefore, we are still waiting here for the level to be broken at 30. At the moment, it would be 37.9k is the support, and the resistance would be at 45, depending on how you draw it. I would still say 45.5, and then we still need to consider that next fib level, which is at 46.5k. So until that's broken, I would not talk about a confirmed breakout out of that triangle to the upside, and breakout either way will confirm which scenario we are doing. But in the end, we're going to land in both scenarios in this yellow target range down here. So we can see the 20-day moving average that is sort of holding the price down here in orange. We can see the support level of the triangle supporting the price. So the price is getting squeezed more and more, and yeah, it is really in this lower range, and that is quite important, because you can see the support here, the resistance at 39.7 and the support line. So also this is currently constraining the price. So there will be a decision shortly, yeah, and if not today, then in the next few days, because you're also here heading into an apex. So you can expect less volatility until we see a breakout either below 37.9k or even here this 39.7k. That would be the next level. And if you break above that, we talked about that before, then the next likely level that we're going to see and reach is this 42.5k, because there is not much resistance or support in this whole zone. You can see how the price moved very fast through this zone here between 39.7 and 42.5k. And that is, to be honest, really what I can tell you today about Bitcoin. There isn't a lot happening at the moment. The indicators are continuing to move sideways. We might even see here another bullish crossover on the daily MACD. But again, it is just moving sideways for now. So there isn't really too much news other than we are really getting more and more squeezed between this 39.7k level and this ascending support line. And there will be a decision very shortly. And if that breaks, I think we are going to see quite a significant move, because yeah, whenever the price is getting squeezed, you get something like a spring effect, okay? And this can then really give the price a bit of a boost, okay? So be ready for that. But again, everything that is happening within the triangle doesn't really confirm a move into either direction. But my primary expectation remains, yeah, just to say that very clearly, that we are getting that sell-off into this direction, into this wave 5, and then in here, in this yellow target range that we are going to complete at some point this correction, and we'll start to move up and hopefully then to new all-time highs. Yeah, that's my view here on Bitcoin at the moment. Hopefully you appreciated that update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and also subscribe if you haven't done so. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership, where you can get access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, and a weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.